Research suggests that on average you have about 11 seconds to convey to a healthcare professional your condition before you're likely to be interrupted. And I remember back in 2014 sitting in a psychologist's office describing what was later diagnosed as mania with psychotic symptoms, and felt so deeply frustrated by my own inability to convey the nuance and depth of this experience. I knew that I wasn't alone in that. I became fascinated in finding tools that could create accessible ways for people to describe the indescribable and make invisible experiences visible. Body mapping is an existing arts and health research method where traditionally what people would do is go through this mindfulness experience and then trace around their body on a large piece of paper and imagine, for example, what does my anxiety look like and where do you physically feel that in the body? And what sort of colours or textures or words would you use to describe it? And you build up this artwork that's a way of being able to non-verbally communicate lived experience. So what we're doing is we're translating this into a virtual reality environment where you have a 3-dimensional avatar that scales to your own body size as well. And by creating different 3D painting tools, you are able to illustrate on the body. But this time they animate and move and can kind of shift around the body. We're also looking at integrating sound, so being able to paint spatially with sound, and also include voice annotation so people can verbally contextualise their illustration. Over the last year, we've been exploring the applications across various mental health conditions, chronic pain, and now we're exploring the applications in synesthesia and how potentially it could be a diagnostic tool and create an increased understanding into how people visualise sensory experience. As part of the development of this platform, then users are able to share down their illustrations to their own personal journal and anonymously share them to an expanding online archive and create insight into other people's lived experience. But I think the applications in research are really one of the areas that I'm most excited about, and how we can actually analyse illustrations en masse and understand perhaps what commonalities and differences there may be cross-culturally between genders, age, and various other applications. So far, we've been working with a diversity of people of lived experience that have given really useful feedback into how this can be used to reconceptualise and explore their own stories, and also expand their own interoceptive awareness and understanding of that connection between the brain and the body. We've been working with a diversity of collaborators across healthcare, well-being, the creative industries and research, and be really interested in hearing your own opinions on how this could be applied in exploring other sensory conditions.